all this all day on Sunday, and you're doing all that, but then you got problems with brown people coming up from the bottom of the map. You got problems. You actually believe. I had this great point with him. You actually believe that it's now a problem at the Canadian border that that Spanish people are flying over the country to then come down through the border. If they could fly to Canada, they wouldn't be at the southern border either. So what the hell is you talking about?
You
just
don't
want
like
to be afraid.
No, let's lose some logic here. They flew. Well, and I'm going by your logic.
You mean they flew out?
Not Thea's logic.
Y'all missed that whole thing. Y'all missed that whole thing.
Got flued out.
You got flued out. They flew over to Canada.
Who said that?
I don't know the young lady that said that.
Yeah, but it's just wild. I mean, they're poor. You cast them as poor.
That's my point.
And they got enough money for airline tickets to fly from Mexico to Canada, skip the United States, and then come back.
No, Casey, no. My thing is, they're coming to the United States for a better life, and they're making the country poor. And these poor immigrants they walk for miles. You made it perfectly clear, miles and miles and miles and miles. But somehow, some way, in some kind of way, they got the money to fly over a whole country. The country.
And then come back.
And then come back.
And then walk back.
And then walk.
And then walk back. Didn't fly back. They didn't get flew back to America. They walked back.
You want me to hold a conversation with you? Oh, poor people who got enough money to fly, get a plane and fly over a whole country and you want me to hold a conversation with you?
How do you have a conversation with someone like that?
You can't. And then don't ask them why did we, the United States, make conditions in those countries so crappy that they have to come to America? Don't even ask that question. No, you just skip all over that.
Oh, and another wonderful point, especially with the people on the right, the proverbial right. Sorry about the Freudian slip there. But when you really kind of scratch down and get into it, a lot of the concern is that remember the auditorium thing I gave you. They're accustomed to where they're like now 30, 40, 50 years old, and they're looking at the world and it's not the same as before. Now there's a lot more variety flowing around them of all types. So they feel like they're dwindling, which they are. But the reason why you're dwindling is not because of replacement theory. You are dwindling because you have decided to resist expanding your awareness, and the rest of the world is expanding. That's why you're dwindling. And it ain't about birth rate.
Yep.
Yeah, it ain't about birth rates. It ain't about religion. It ain't about none of that. It's that you are trying so hard to resist nature. Nature always moves forward. It always evolves. It always expands. Literally, space-time itself expands. Your child grows up. You wish your child, you loved your child when they were a toddler. You loved your child from elementary school. But then them little monsters turn into teenagers. And then you can't wait till they're not teenagers no more. But then your heart breaks at the idea of them going out into the world. You learn to embrace these things in your personal life, but you can't seem to let go outside of that, and you're trying to hold on to something that's beyond your control to hold on to. And so you're getting angry and you're getting scared and you're getting frustrated because you're trying to control the uncontrollable. That's why you're having these feelings.